President Trump is putting the power of his office behind another major project, with today's target focusing on immigration and border security. New this morning, a senior administration official tells NBC News the president will sign an executive order to, quote, prioritize the removal of criminal aliens and construct a new barrier along the southern wall with Mexico.
Prime Minister May will be coming over to
this morning. President Trump is taking the first step to fulfill his signature campaign promise.
I will build a great wall on our southern border.
Expected to sign an executive order directing the shifting of federal funds to start the construction of a border wall. A senior administration official telling NBC News Mexico will ultimately pay for that wall. Mr. Trump offering a preview, tweeting, "Big day planned on national security. Among many other things, we will build the wall." Also breaking overnight, reports of the president's broader proposed immigration plan that includes, according to the Associated Press, at least a 4-month halt on all refugee admissions and a temporary ban on people coming from some Muslim-majority countries that could include Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Even as President Trump met with congressional leaders, there was growing bipartisan outrage over his latest false claim of widespread voter fraud.
That is a total nonsensical statement.
This is going to undermine his ability to govern this country.
The president's press secretary, Sean Spicer, backing up his boss.
He believes what he believes based on the information he's provided. He's believed this for a long time.
But independent fact checkers and even House Speaker Paul Ryan say there's nothing to substantiate Mr. Trump's claim.
I've seen no evidence to that effect, and I've made that very, very clear.
If proven, it wouldn't just be an enormous scandal, but a massive crime. But Sean Spicer said the White House had no current plans for an investigation. The National Association of Secretaries of State reaffirming its confidence in the systemic integrity of the election process, saying it's not aware of any evidence supporting President Trump's voter fraud claims, but open to learning more about the administration's concerns. At stake, the administration's credibility after a series of inaccurate claims, inflating the inaugural crowd size despite pictures to the contrary, and Mr. Trump ignoring his earlier criticism of the intelligence community that he compared to Nazi Germany.
And that's something that Nazi Germany would have done and did do.
Claiming the media was to blame.
They sort of made it sound like I had a feud with the intelligence community.
All of it threatening to overshadow Mr. Trump's agenda, including his latest executive orders resurrecting the controversial Keystone and Dakota pipelines, both of which President Obama opposed.
We will build our own pipeline. We will build our own pipes. That's what it has to do with, like we used to in the old days.
President Trump also teeing up one of his most important decisions, promising to announce his Supreme Court nominee next week.
We have outstanding candidates, and we will pick a truly great Supreme Court justice.
Insiders say the leading contenders are all federal appeals court judges appointed by George W. Bush, all white men. But Democrats are already gearing up for a fight after President Obama's nominee, Merrick Garland, never even got a hearing. Republican leaders insist they will do whatever it takes to win confirmation for whoever that Supreme Court nominee is. Late Tuesday, seemingly out of nowhere, Mr. Trump again took to Twitter, warning if Chicago doesn't fix the horrible carnage going on, in his words, referring to that city's homicide rate, quote, "I will send in the feds." It turns out the president was likely watching Fox News that ran a segment on that topic just minutes earlier. Matt?
All right, Peter Alexander at the White House. Peter, thanks.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.